How to mix Hyatt Free Night Certificates, points, and cash on a single stay. Hyatt's interesting because it's one of the most flexible programs in letting you mix all of those things like certificates and cash on a single stay. But it's one of the most difficult to figure out how to do that online, because if you search for a multi-night stay online, you don't see the option to do any of that mixing up. Like you just see the option to pay entirely with points or entirely with cash, but it's there, but you have to know how to find it. So Nick, step us through how to do this.
Okay, yeah, it's actually quite simple to do this. It sounds complicated, but it's really, really easy. So search for a hotel, any particular hotel. I've got an example here that we'll show you at the Thompson, DC. Just stayed at the Thompson, DC, and it was a nice stay, cool little neighborhood, kind of out of the way if you're visiting the monuments and things, but a place I would probably go back to on a future DC trip. Anyway, I looked up an example stay here from December 3rd to the 6th just to show how this works. And I happen to know because I've already toggled on the use points option that the only room that's available in this instance with points is this one king ADA shower room. So that's what we're going to use for the example here. So you have to search for a cash stay, not using points, ironically enough, in order to see this option. And you have to be logged into your account in order to see it. So you'll want to log in at Hyatt.com first, search for your particular hotel. You probably want to verify that it has award availability to begin with. And then on the cash or the cash rate selection here, just hit select and book. And then you probably have always had your eyes drawn to the book now button here that's yellow, but there's a white button to the left of it that says pay my way. And so when you click the pay my way button, it brings you to a page where you can choose how you'd like to pay. So you could use an award for one night. You could use points for another night, and you could use cash for a third night if you wanted to. So again, like Greg said, if you've got a free night certificate you want to use, but you don't want to make a separate reservation, maybe you want a single reservation, you want to make sure you don't have to switch rooms or anything like that during your stay. So you want one reservation for the entire stay, but you don't have enough free night certificates or you don't have enough points to cover the whole thing. Well, this can be a really easy way to mix that and then just move forward and book it.
Yeah, that's great. And, this example doesn't show it, but sometimes the cash rate for a particular night will be really low, and you'd rather use all cash for that night, but points or free night certificates for the other nights. And so this pay my way thing lets you do that. I just wish Hyatt would open this up so that when you're doing a all points search on their site that you'd be able to get to this pay my way screen. Maybe they will soon. We'll see.
That would be really nice. It is unfortunate that you won't see that as an option at all if you're searching for just points. You do have to be searching for a cash rate, which is a little counterintuitive to be able to mix free night certificates and points along with cash. And also note, of course, that you don't necessarily even have to pay cash. We could pay for 2 nights with points and one night with an award this way also. You do have to start with a cash rate search in order to get that option, which is what Greg's mentioning is sort of crazy. But it's good to be able to have that for when rates vary in different nights or you have free night certificates that you want to use in a single reservation along with your points.
Yeah, and no other chain that I'm aware of makes it this easy to mix and match exactly how you want to pay. So Marriott and Hilton, please take a look at this and do something just as good.